Hi guys, this is Monday's English lesson. So we're going to start something new. I know at school we were planning, I know at school we were planning our stories. I can't even remember what they were on now. We were planning our stories and on the Dream Giver. But I really don't think that lends itself to home learning for you to be writing a story. So I've picked something else. I've picked another short film. I'm going to do just a little test based on it. But I'll go into more detail later, but you're not going to be watching it today. And I'm not even going to name it, so you can't even try and find it, okay? So our English lessons will follow this pattern this week. Word of the day. So we know how to do word of the day. We know we've got the word there, and then brackets tells us how to pronounce it. We've got its definition, and then the word in a sentence. So today's word of the day is diverse. So if a group or range of things is diverse, it is made up of a wide variety of things. So school is a diverse and welcoming place. Now I've put a little table here that you can write in, and I've said put the word of the day into your own sentence. Remember, if you use older word of the days, you will get more house points. But if you use word of the days that we've previously had, you will be in the running for more house points. Now, I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but I'm sure you guys can remember more than what I can remember. If I can find some, I will write them down for you. Okay, please remember capital letters and full stops. After that, I want you to have a go at the Eric Starter. So as always, there's a picture, and then there's room here for you to write down your answers. So what does elevate mean? What sport is being played? Who do you think is going to catch the ball and why? And which team would you rather play for, the Reds or the Blues, and why? Okay, so have a go at answering those questions for me then. Now, once you've done that, I need you to listen to the recording of the soundtrack to the short film. So what I have done is, rather than showing you the film, I have just recorded the audio. Okay, so today you're just going to be listening to the audio sound file. So what I want you to do now is pause this video and go and listen to that recording. And I want you to be thinking about what type of short film do you think it is. Do you think it's a magical film? Do you think it's an adventure, a mystery, a horror, a fantasy? Okay, what do you think it might be about? So have a listen to the recording now, okay? And then come back to this video once you've done that. Okay, hopefully now you've listened to the recording. And if you haven't, go and listen to it. So the first question I want you to answer is, what type of film or short film do you think this is a soundtrack for, and why? Okay, now obviously you're really having to use your imagination based on what you can hear. So really listen to that finer detail, and if you need to go back and listen again, do it again. Now what I've done is I have took some screenshots from the film. Nothing that will give too much away. And then I just want you to write down your thoughts, what you think are happening. So I've put some questions here, but if you want to add anything extra, you can do. So this is the first picture. So I've put, what do you think is happening here? Who do you think the girl is? What time of year is it? How do you know? Then you've got the second picture. So the girl is obviously looking at something, but look behind. So what do you think is happening here? How might the soundtrack, so this is a good input, how do you think the soundtrack might have changed from this picture, the front one, the first one, to this one? Now these pictures are in chronological order, which we know is in time order. So if you want to listen back to the soundtrack and think, when did it maybe change from this to this? Look at her facial expressions and how they've changed. The next picture, she's now looking at whatever this is in the window. So what can she see? And it says, this is a shop window. What might the shop sell? And then the second picture, you get a little bit of a glimpse into the shop. And then the very last one, There's a picture of the girl and her hand looks like it's reaching up to something, okay? And I want you to have a think, what do you think the soundtrack would be like here? Go back and play it. This is the last screenshot I've given you. Doesn't necessarily mean it's right at the end, but see if you can think how it changes from the beginning and to the end, and what do you think it might be like here? Do you think the music's going to be really fast? Do you think it's going to be slow? Do you think it's going to be quite sharp, stop, start, stop, start? Okay, do you think it'll be quite a nice upbeat part of the soundtrack? Okay, think about what you might be going on this picture. There's not necessarily a right or wrong answer for this, it's more just your opinion. Okay, and the very last thing I want you to do is to make a prediction. I want you to make a prediction as to what you think this short film is about. Now you've listened to the soundtrack and now you've got a glimpse of some of the pictures. I want you to have a think, what do you think this short film is about and why? Okay, tomorrow we will watch the video. Okay, I hope you enjoy it.